Hi everyone, welcome into this week's My Weekly CBS Fix. This week's video is once again dedicated to my good friend Yisrael Micha and Sarah. Hashem should send you a refuah shlema very, very quickly. In this week's Parsha, Parshas Tzav, we continue to study about the different laws of the sacrifices. And one of the laws that the Kohanim had, that the priests had, is when they were bringing a sacrifice, certain parts of the animal were forbidden to have any benefit or enjoyment from. And those were the fats and the blood. The Torah prohibits the eating of these. It has to go for Hashem on the Mizbeach. That's God's part, as it were. And the fat and the bloods, those, it's forbidden for anybody to eat them. As a matter of fact, the Torah says anybody who eats blood, he gets the worst punishment called kares. He gets cut off entirely from his nation. It doesn't mean only in this world, it means even in the world to come. And what's interesting about it is this law for the Kohen is also a law for us as well. And the Torah actually calls all of us Kohanim, as the verse says, "V'atem tihiu li mamlechas kohanim v'goy kadosh." You should be to me a kingdom of priests and a holy nation. And not only when it came to bringing a sacrifice were these parts forbidden, but even in our own homes when we eat regular meat, it is forbidden for us to eat certain fats, and it's forbidden for us to eat blood. And so what we're learning over here is that God is paralleling our daily service to Him, in a certain sense, to the holy service of the Kohanim in the temple, which is an incredible, incredible idea that while we are in our own homes making Shabbos or even making a regular Tuesday night dinner, we can't eat certain parts of the food. Why? Because of our status of who we are as being a holy nation and a kingdom of priests. And as a matter of fact, there is another mitzvah that we do, which is coming up, and that is the mitzvah of keeping Pesach, which is a mitzvah of only eating non-chametz, non-leavened items. And the Torah also says the same thing, that anybody who eats chametz during the day of Pesach, during the holiday of Pesach, also gets cut off. And so what we want to understand is over here, what is so bad? Why is it that these three things are we getting cut off? What is so bad, especially when it comes to chametz? Chametz is permitted through the whole year round. All of a sudden, the 7-day week, the 8-day holiday, it's now forbidden to eat it. So what's the understanding behind it? And it's very possible that the idea is like this. When we would take the chaylev, the fats, or the blood, we put it onto Hashem. Now, why are we putting onto the part of the Mizbech that's for Hashem? As if to say, this is Hashem's, meaning this has nothing to do with you. This is all entirely up to Hashem. And what we're doing is that we are sacrificing our own reasoning, our own knowledge, our own understanding. And we're basically saying, I don't understand why I'm doing this. And Hashem says exactly. And when we do it because it's the word of Hashem, and we sacrifice our own understanding, our own knowledge, our own sense of, or our own logic, there's no greater sacrifice. And certainly, when it comes to chametz, leavened stuff, which we eat a whole year, why all of a sudden something that's permitted the whole year should it all of a sudden become forbidden? And to which Hashem is teaching us, if you don't lock into me, Hashem says, then you're going to get cut off. If you're not going to submit yourself, you're not going to sacrifice your own understanding, you can never be a good Jew, and you can never be a holy nation. You can never certainly be a mamlechas kohanim, a kingdom of priests. And therefore we have to realize that even in our own homes, whether it's daily or whether it's Shabbos or when it's on the holiday of Pesach, we have to know that our ultimate service of Hashem is sacrificing sometimes our own knowledge. I say sometimes, as many mitzvahs Hashem does give us the reasons. But these three things, they are a way for us to connect with Hashem in a way that's nonsensical to us, which in a certain sense shows even greater that we are servants of Hashem and we submit ourselves to His understanding. Have a great Shabbos. Thank you for listening.